Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tyson with Pickleball Nomads, and I just finished using this beautiful Selkirk Vanguard Power Air S2 size mid-weight prestige edition pickleball paddle. Now I wanted to give it its own due diligence by using it raw, straight out of the package, but I have some things that I loved about using it and some things that I wasn't really quite too happy with. So I'm going to get into that a little bit, but first I want to show you how I customize my paddles. I was given with the paddle some weighted tungsten tape. I don't think I'm going to use this. This is 4 strips of 8 inches. Each strip is weighted 3 grams, but I have these lead tape strips, and each of these are weighted 3 grams as well. I'm going to try and make this paddle quite a bit heavier because it does feel a little light. So one other thing I'm going to do to customize it is I'm going to put a different grip on. So these little lead tape strips, they have a little peel off backing, and then you just adhere them to the paddle. So first I'm going to form it to be the size. I kind of shape it a little bit. The lead's really good at bending. Take it out. Peel off the backing. There's other lead tape you can buy too, like just rolls of like almost like electric tape. I like these. Okay, get number 2 on there. Okay, so I got those 2. I'm gonna put one more right on the crest here. I think that's almost perfect. Shift it over just a touch. To about that. No, that's too much. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice and firm. Contour it a little bit. I like it already. So I think what I might do now is start maybe about this line, and I might just go up with it to about probably around the top of where I think this sweet spot would be, and then I'll do it on the top. I think that's the play, but again, it's all kind of about tweaking, seeing how it feels as you play with it. So there's not really much you can do now other than what you think might be the best, but I'm probably realistically going to change this up 1 or 2 more times until I really get a feel. Okay, let's put some more tape on. It feels unnatural that this paddle's so thin. It was very surprising at first, but I like that this tape that I'm using is like the perfect width. Come here. This is Lola. She's my pug. She comes with us everywhere. When we go down to Mexico, she sometimes watches me play pickleball, but she's also very clingy, and she needs to, as you can see here, she needs to be on her human, and her mommy's sleeping, so right now I am the human. We do a lot of moving around a lot, so we've spent lots of times living in trailers and RVs, and for the last 4 years we've been traveling for the most part full-time in our van. The last 2 winters we went down to Baja, and that's where I actually fell in love with pickleball. Okay, let's kind of keep it symmetrical so we can see how it feels as we go. Now, I only really started weighting down this paddle maybe a month ago, a few weeks. It was something that I never really bothered to try and do until I started shopping for a new paddle and like really getting into researching the cores and faces and sizes. But since I put it on my Invicta, like it's crazy how much it affected the sweet spot in the overall feel and how it plays. So I'm hooked on that, and this paddle was great out of the box, but obviously there's always something you can do, and if there's something that you can do that'll make you feel more comfortable, then you might as well try it, you know? Okay, that's good, but I'm gonna keep going up. I think maybe I should do the grip now. I'm gonna do the grip now so I can get a real sense of how this is going to swing. So the grip comes with finishing tape. I'm not gonna cut this or pull it off. I'm just gonna go right over it and be a little lazy with it because I can. Now, one thing that I did notice is these grips are really long, so ideally you do want to cut it, especially because this is one whole strip, because the handle's like, I don't know, what is that, 30% bigger? I'm not sure if I want the extra cushion though, so I'm not sure if I am going to cut it. I like that this will actually maybe even make the handle feel a little longer, especially if I start, oh no, you start at the bottom. I don't know, because there's a lot of ridges, like, you can tell the Selkirk one at the box, they don't overlap a lot. I like the overlap, because it does add some holding texture, so, I mean, I guess I have a big pack of them, so if I mess this one up. Now, let's just cut a little bit off, just to be safe. Oh yeah, that's definitely the one. I'm happy that the grips are the same. It's like an octagonal handle. I've seen some really cool undergrips you can put that like add texture that I'd love to play around with later, but for now, this is just gonna have to do. You don't want to do it too tight because you like to have that bounce to it still. And then I'm just gonna kind of follow the line that I've kept. Keep it even-ish. Oh, that's gonna be too much. It's gonna be way too much. The handle's so tiny. Yeah, okay. Okay, Fussy Pants. She's gotta go back to bed. Say goodbye. Night. Pug bumped me. She's being fussy, and I missed the last part of the video, so she stopped recording. But anyways, I ended up cutting another this much off, and it was the perfect amount. So I started the nub, went around, and what I was saying before I realized that I wasn't recording was that the Invicta handle is a lot longer, and the reason that I chose the S2 is because I don't move my hand grip so much. Like obviously you get a little loose with it, but a lot of people use this for two-handed backhands. I'm not there. I'm not doing that. I'm still trying my best to have like that kind of gyroscopy. So maybe one day down the road when I put more shots in my bag, sure. But I felt like I wanted to have a little bit more surface space, a little more sweet spot, and I feel like I could get used to this a lot more. I didn't do a lot of research when I bought this first paddle. I was just on my way back from Mexico, and I picked the Tyson McGuffin version because my name is Tyson, and I thought it'd be cool to have my name on the paddle. I do absolutely love this paddle, but this smaller handle proved to be a little bit different, and I like that wrap job, so I'm gonna finish it with the finishing tape. It sucks that I'm losing that cool hot pink one. Oops. But it's the price we pay for perfection. Before I put this over grip on, I was using a little bit of the nub under here because I had to, because the grip kind of did fall here. This is, again, going back to the handle size, not necessarily the grip, I guess so. But now that I've added this over grip, I feel like I can come up here to the bottom of my hand, so I'm kind of matching that's flush. And then I have the extra little grip from the nub with my pinky down here, like sitting on top of it. But now my hand comes up and I have total coverage, total feel of that grip. So I am still getting maximum grip from this small handle. So that does feel a little bit more comfortable now. Whereas when I was using the tacky grip, maybe I just held it a little bit looser, but I felt like I was finger rolling a little bit more, like not holding it as tight. Whereas now I think this is going to play a little bit more like I do with my other paddle, because I'm able to have a firmer grip and I'm still holding it tight but soft. I like this so far. I'm going to put a little bit more tape, lead tape. I think it needs a little bit more swing. Yeah, a little more oomph. Ooh, I like this, guys. I like this. So I think that might be as high as I go. Now that I've added more to the top, I think that if I do, I might put 2 strips up top, but then I think with that, I'm gonna have to put 2 down in the throat, because I liked that quick gyroscoping feel. I mean, you can still just do it, but it just, something about it just feeling more natural, like this doesn't feel like any work. I like the balance of this. Okay. Oh damn. Okay, that feels so different already. Like I'm feeling like sweet spot like nothing, even from down here, even hitting that right on the power air sign. That's cool. Okay, that's really cool. Along the edges, you can, honestly guys, this feels so much better. I like this. I don't know if I want to mess with that. I'm gonna do a game time thing. Okay, so this is all about, it's always customizing your paddle is about what feels right, you know, and not about doing too much. Like some people do end up, you know, making their paddles a little bit too heavy. Ooh, actually, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put this tungsten carbide one on. So I didn't want to mess with what I got going on here because it felt really good. I do want to add a little bit more, so I might just add one of these really thin strips of the tungsten tape. Ooh, this stuff's like leathery. It's cool. I'm gonna put this on top, right in the middle. How many logos we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the S will go right in the middle. And this kind of acts as a nice little, almost like an edge guard. It's not going to cover the whole thing, but it will help. That right in the middle adds a little bit of weight to the top. Oh yeah, sweet spot's right to the... I mean, you can kind of tell when you do this. You can kind of tell. But I think that I'm going to like this a lot. So I'm gonna let this rock. I'm gonna bring it to my group tomorrow. I'm playing in the competitive bracket at my local community center, and I might make some game time adjustments, some field calls. But for now, this feels better. It's not as light. It has some juice. That's how I customize my paddle out of the box. I think I'm gonna like this one. For now, this is where I'm comfortable with it, and that's what it's all about, being comfortable and having fun and drinking water. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button. I'm very new to the YouTube pickleball space, so I'm trying to do as best as I can, and if you like the video and you want to share it, that would be really nice too. It's kind of a weird thing to share, right? Like, who do you share pickleball videos with? Well, your mom. Your mom should play pickleball. Tell her to come by the channel and watch some pickleball videos, because your mom wants to put lead tape on her paddle. I don't know. This is gonna make me better though. I can guarantee that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.